Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here at 4:30 today. The last NFL team to play an international game will now play in the first NFL game in South America. Today, the Packers officially named the opponent for the Eagles on Friday, September 6th in Sao Paulo, Brazil. The Packers and Eagles will play at 48,000-seat Corinthians Arena in Sao Paulo, which was built for the World Cup back in 2014. Now, remember, Mark Murphy told us yesterday the Packers would learn soon whether they would be selected to play and that the NFL was working on logistical concerns. So there are still some of those to be worked out, like where the team will fly from, but the game is a go.
We're excited. It's historic, for the Packers and be the first team to play in Brazil. And we're very honored and excited that the league selected us.
If Mark Murphy is excited, what about the fans in Brazil? Well, let's find out. And we welcome in from Brazil, Marcos Overe. He is the owner of the Packers BR social media accounts. This is a growing fan base down there. Their social media accounts, Marcus, you told me you have nearly 30,000 followers. So obviously the Packer fans are there. Let's go back to when this first became announced that the NFL would play a game there. And then there was talk it might be the Packers. And then today you find out it is, in fact, your beloved Packers coming. What was your reaction?
Yeah, it was an incredible long journey this last 3 months. But in December, they start talking about a game in Brazil, an international game in South America. And it's kind of unbelievable that could be the Packers. But the Miami Dolphins is working with some marketing in Brazil. So we're going to play versus the Miami Dolphins. Okay, there's a small possibility, but it's a possibility. And this year before the Super Bowl, they announced that the Eagles will host a game here. And well, the chances increase so much because we're playing versus the Eagles in an away game. So could be good chances for us to come here, but we know that it's not so easy. If you take the historical, the Packers were the last team to play outside America. Mm-hmm. So, okay, maybe it's a dream for us, a little bit impossible to happen. But about 3 weeks ago, Mark Murphy talked a little bit about the chance to play in Brazil, besides the logistics stuff. But okay, if he's talking about, he's thinking about, we start to think here. And we didn't see any other team talking about the possibility to come from Brazil. And yesterday, when Mark Murphy talked again about coming to Brazil, I say, okay, this has happened. So I started to create some images, some graphic designs to announce the game, but the expectations were so high. And today we were on the São Paulo mayorship to watch the press conference and where they announced that it's going to be the Green Bay Packers. I've got chills and I got a few tears too. But it's incredible to see the Packers coming to Brazil. It's something just unbelievable. But yeah, it's happening.
All right, so I think since you're so well versed in what Mark Murphy has said, he's also talked about how popular the Packers are in Brazil, maybe the number 1 or number 2 most popular teams. From your perspective, give us a sense of how popular Green Bay is in Brazil.
Yeah, this for us is not a surprise. I mean, the Packers is so much popular. The NFL is very popular here. In the last 15 years, we have so much games here. ESPN Brazil broadcasts about 7-8 games a week. So people in Brazil start watching the game, start getting interest. And when we start to get some emotionals with the game, you have to choose a team to cheer. And the Packers have this culture that is so similar to soccer teams here in Brazil. We don't have owners in our soccer teams.
Okay.
The teams belongs to the people. So as the Packers. And this is kind of a first connective that we can have with Green Bay Packers. Of course, it's a winning team. We had Aaron Rodgers playing here for so long time. It's a winning season every time. A perspective to go to the playoffs, to go to the Super Bowl. And the colors, of course, it's green and yellow. It's the colors of Brazil flag. It's the colors of Brazil national team. So a lot of things bring people to cheer for the Packers. So yes, we're the number 1 team here in Brazil for sure. And we can see the team that wins the Super Bowl have this wave of new fans. Mm-hmm. But the Packers is stable, always on the top, always on the top. The people cheering for the Packers every time. And we see the growth in our social media. When I started this in 2011, it's been almost 14 years. from now, you can see a lot of people interested, a lot of people going to Green Bay to watch games in Lambeau Field, going to Florida or to California to watch some away games too. So it's very popular. I mean, a lot of you guys will get surprised on how passionate we are about this team and about this game.
All right, so let me ask you the follow-up there. Technically, this will be a road game, as you mentioned, for the Packers. We all know that. But who will have more fans in the stands, do you think, when that game is played?
This is going to be the 10th home game of the season. and this is for sure. I mean, the Eagles is a very popular team too, but nothing to compare with the Packers. It's going to be a home game. It's going to be wild, this game. It's going to be 10 home games this season, except one of these is not in Lambeau Field.
Marcus, what should we know about Sao Paulo, or what will the Packers, do you think, experience, or any fans that come down there? What are some things that we should know?
Sao Paulo is just a great metropolis. It's a big city. It's something like New York, you know, a lot of business, a lot of money around, a lot of big buildings. So a lot of attractions too. One of the best restaurants in the world is in Sao Paulo, great museums, great parks, great attractives. There will be a lot of things to do here.
Well, Marcus, we thank you so much for the time. We hope to see you in person. And as they say in Portuguese, obrigado.
Thank you so much. You all guys welcome to come to Brazil to enjoy this party. And like we say here, the Go Pack Go is like, vai Packers, vai. We're ready for you guys.
Vai Packers, vai. All right, Marcus, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. See you soon.